Mr. Godfrey.
We already rolling. We good.
All right.
Okay, guys. Well, for all of you guys, we wanted you to have a live look in Mr. Terrence Scott, who's on the line with us. He's an executive. We're not going to name the organization right now, but it's all I'm going to tell you guys. He's the economic development director for an organization that has 90 chapters. Guys. He's the guy. He already has their ear in terms of the president, CEO, and all of them. So what we're doing tonight is that we're putting together the actual vision for them that he's going to present to his board. And with him presenting this to his board, they're going to move forward. And the vision, you guys are going to see the vision come to life tonight. I'm going to put it together with him. And here's one of the things I want y'all to see. And this is why I thank Mr. Scott for allowing me to do this with him, is that I want you guys to see everything. We did this earlier. If all y'all had a chance to look in live as we was making the phone calls to the organizations, myself, Mr. Derek Brown, everything is not always figured out. And what I mean by that is every time you get something new to me too, is new to us too. So you got to move it along. That's why I always saying you got to build the plane as you're flying it. Everybody always want the answers and, oh, Mr. Crump, what to do? Oh, Mr. Brown, what to do? No. Sometimes you just got to innovate. You got to do it. And that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to literally innovate live in front of you guys. Like right now, we're about to put this together on how this is going to work for his organization as we begin to move forward. And we just wanted you guys to have a chance to be in this think tank with us and just see how this is going to take place. So, Mr. Scott, I appreciate you. So let's get prepared to rock and roll. Here's where I want to start first. The first thing I want to do is start objective, and here's the objective we're going to go with. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Just right before you get started, I just want to introduce everybody to my motivation, my love, the best friend. So, Sandra, go ahead on and stick your head in here. This is my queen. There we go. Okay. So a health and wellness coach, and she's on the phone right now speaking to some of her clients. But I just want her to come in and just, you all get to see, just get a chance to see what, like I said, just motivates me. But also when I'm getting beat up out there, I get to come home and get that 5-10 minute hug and get me back ready again. So I just wanted to do that real quick. So thank y'all.
No, thank you, brother. So here's the first thing I wanted to do, Mr. Scott, was I want to do the launch, okay. For the chapters in your organization, and we're going to launch on the 28th. So everything we're going to build up, we're going to build this up for May 28th, and let me show you why. And everything we do, I'm explaining it to you, so that way it'll make sense to you. That way, I don't want to throw nothing at you that is not resonating with you to present to your organization board. So I want everything to make sense. So we're going to launch on May 28th. And here's what I mean when I say we're going to launch. The organization is going to get its supporters, all the chapters, everyone is going to buy in to the vision to make purchases on May 28th. And the reason why we're going to use this day is, Mr. Scott, this is menstrual. This is a world global menstrual hygiene health day. That is the perfect day. Menstrual hygiene health day. And what we're going to do is our messaging president is going to be, listen, this is going to work twofold. On this particular day, our organization is going to be able to be a blessing to women that we love and we care about. That's number one. And then number two, it's going to bring revenue in to our organization. It's going to bring revenue to our organization. And the goal I have is to be able to get 5,000 purchases made that day, 5,000, in and through your organization. And so we're gonna set a number that's doable. And I want you to see this, and as we're breaking this down.
Okay.
If we have 5,000 people buy one pack of pads in it through your organization, just on that day, your organization just made $7,000 on May 28th. And I'm talking about nobody had to do anything. Nobody didn't need to purchase any product. Everybody was just able to go to the website. So your organization just drove that traffic to their website, and $7,000 was made by individuals going on the website. We shipping the product straight to the front door, and the commissions go back to you all. But go a step further. The ultimate goal is going to be to get one to purchase, which is our most popular seller, which is when you go to your customer website, you can look and there's a bundle up there, and it's the 4-pack is one of our products, which is the panty liners, our day pads, night pads, overnights, right? It's the 4-pack. But here's what I want you to hear and see. If we're able to do that, Mr. Scott, get all of them to make that purchase, guess what just happened? Now you guys just made $28,000 on that day. And then now, and here's going to be the vision, and here's the buy-in. We want all of the individuals, I'm talking about men, women, anybody that supports your organization, and the women there, because some of the women, you know what? I don't have a cycle. I don't need this product. No. We want you to understand. We want you to sow the seed to be a blessing to a woman, because remember, it's World Menstrual Hygiene Health Day. So it's about being a blessing to a younger girl, your granddaughter, your niece, your aunt. You just want them to be a blessing on that particular day, but also you're supporting the organization, and it's a win-win. So now, just based upon these numbers, these are going to be the projections where if everybody purchased one product, and that's for $5. Now keep in mind, Mr. Scott, that's at $5.
Right.
Y'all made $7,000 that day. If they pull for at $20, y'all made $28,000 on May 28th, particular day. And that's going to be our focus. That's going to be the marketing. Everything's going to be set up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a domain name that everybody can go to for Zational's website. Okay? We're going to create a domain name. And that domain name is going to be that .com, because we got to make it easy for the supporters and everybody. And in fact, when your organization send the email out, Facebook, social media, whatever the promotion is going to be, we're going to have the link. We'll have the link ready for them. So when people click on it, they can immediately go into the customer, okay, of the website. And I'll walk you through all of this offline, make sure everything's clean. You can see it, how it's set up. So we now of a .com that we're going to create for the organization's website link, because, for example, here's what it would look like. The web, it would go like this: shopmycherish.com/Terrence Scott. See, that's too long.
Right.
We don't want a client to have to remember that. We want abc.com. So you'll know exactly where they can go and make that purchase. That's important. Organization understands that. Okay. That's just, so this is all going to be our proposal from the projection.
Right.
Now, here is the messaging. Let's talk about the messaging now.
Okay.
The messaging is going to be important in terms of the body of the message that we're going to send out to your database to grab their attention. Okay. And we need to have something in the format of something like, number one, we're going to start it off by saying our women and young girls need to be made aware and protected. That's the way we starting this thing off. We have to do that. They need to be made aware and protected.
Okay.
And then one of the things we want to be able to do, Mr. Scott, in reference to this, is that we want to let them know, in reference to our women need to be made aware and protected. I'll be typing this as I'm talking or putting it down. Hold on. Let me write this down with you. Our women. So we need something that's going to grab their attention in terms of your followers and your supporters, our women need to be made aware and protected.
Right. Okay.
All right. That's the body of the messaging. Hold on one second. I got one piece of document I'm going to get for you. Hold
okay.
on. Now the one thing I want you to see is I'm gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna stay consistent with this right here. See, this is something that I pass out everywhere I go. Our women need to be made aware and protected. But now, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take a picture of the. I'm gonna take a picture of the back of it, and I'm about to send it to you, because what I want you to see on the back is I need you to see the messaging that's on the back of the card. I'm sending that to your cell phone right now, Mr. Scott.
Okay, now, Brother Demond, you sent me a flyer earlier that had Birmingham on it, and it said basically what you've been talking about is the world minstrel.
Right.
Did you just create that as an example, or is that a flyer you already had done?
No, that's a real meeting that's going to be taking place in your area.
Good. Okay, I wanted to.
Real Birmingham meeting. We got meetings. See, that's what I'm trying to show you. This day is so big. We got meetings going to be taking place all over. It's really literally the world, because we got meetings going to be taking place in Jamaica, Trinidad, everywhere around the world. It's going to be taking place. I was just saying, you have a local Birmingham meeting that's going to take place. Like we have one in Atlanta that's going to be taking place. So let's say you have a chapter that's in Atlanta. You can send them to the Atlanta event. You got a chapter, as we talked about, in and around in the New Orleans area. You can send them there. Okay?
Okay.
Now, here we go. I want you to look at the back of that flyer. If you look at the back of the messaging that I just sent you.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. It doesn't look like it's come through yet.
It haven't come through on your phone yet?
No.
Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do. I can read it to you.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's what I want you to see that's on the back of this flyer.
Yeah.
And here's what your messaging is going to look like in terms of your organization. And it says, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, an average of 600,000 hysterectomies are performed on women annually in the United States. This devastating procedure, well, first of all, and also 70% of those women are African-American women. 70% of that 600,000. This devastating procedure takes away two common bonds that connects women worldwide, regardless of race, religion, or profession. Hope of motherhood and the desire to have a healthy monthly cycle. The Now We Know campaign is an awareness mission highlighting the potentially tragic effects brought about by the design of tampons and the overuse of poorly used produced sanitary napkins. In this case, what you don't know may harm you. Fortunately, even highlighting the problem without presenting a potential solution. Chariots, premium sanitary napkins. Now, here's where I'm going. We're going to take that messaging. That's going to be the body of the email. But what we're going to add is this. Now, we're going to add that the organization has partnered with the Now We Know campaign in terms of bringing this awareness. But we want you guys to understand that now, for every pad purchased, right, through blah, 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 abc.com, every $5 pad, that's $1.40 is being donated back to our cause. So now you're seeing, wow, by helping support. So we're asking on May 28th for everyone just to make one $5 purchase if you can. Preferably, we want everybody to shoot for the 4-pack, the $20 pack, and we're asking that you make every woman and child aware or be a blessing to a woman or some young girl that you birth. a friend, a sister, a mother, whatever it may be, so that they can make that donation on behalf of them. My point, that's driving revenue for you guys. Nobody had to do nothing major. You guys made a $35 investment one time, and you've just brought in potentially $28,000 on one day by just letting your supporters, your database, and your chapters know to buy in. That's it. That's it. And that's going to be our projection, and that's going to be our scale. And the goal is going to be to touch 5,000 people on that day. 5,000 is going to be the goal, to go to that website, and that's all it's going to, just to be able to do that. You're being a blessing to women, and also the organization is benefiting. And in a nutshell, that's going to be the vision and the proposal that you're going to have for your board and your president. And it's automatic. Once they see it, there won't be no way they can escape.
Beautiful. I want to share this with you. It ties into what we were doing from the very beginning as it related to men dealing with the messaging of the Now We Know campaign. This women's organization, they speak very highly about making a difference with women and their family. And so even though they're an organization of women, what they'll kind of tongue in cheek, kind of in a humorous way, they say, we always, we're an organization of women, always know that there's at least a few good brothers out there. Okay, so we can tie that in, all of us men who are a part of the Inspire family and the Now We Know campaign, we could tie that in very much like the NBA, when they're talking about lean in, and they're leaning in for women in their families. Well, to the type of energy that I've seen from us brothers stepping out and speaking about how important our women are, this is an aspect that we can bring to this, that when they talk about that, they know that there's at least a few good brothers out there, then us good brothers can be in line with putting that message out that you just said. That's something that we can grab hold of, and we can push that message from the male side while they're pushing, their regular message. So this can, I think that we can push even a little bit higher than what you just mentioned. Obviously, we need to manage our expectations, but I think this is beautiful. I think this should go well.
I want to say this, Mr. Scott, and there's one last piece that I was hoping you that you didn't realize where it's going to be a game changer for the organization. I'm gonna just tell you like this: you're gonna get the Man of the Year award for the organization. Yeah, they need to get your plaque ready, Doc. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you, they got one small piece, and I saved this cherry on the top for last with you that you didn't catch or pay attention to. You ready for this? The one thing we're going to let them know, guys, what's so amazing about May 28th? It's going to be a great awareness day. It's going to be a blessing that we're going to be able to give to these women all over the world. But the part that they may not know is that this potentially 28,000 made this month, we're going to make it again next month. And then the month after that. And then, because here's now what I'm saying is, now what you've done, if you've created a perpetual fundraiser, because I want you to think about it. A woman was dry in January, she won't be dry in February. She want to be dry in March. She want to be dry in April. So she's not going to have a reason to go away from your website. So you got locked in audience. And here's the deal. It's actually going to expand, because the women that had a great experience with the product, what you think they're going to do?
Tell somebody.
Girl.
Yeah.
You got it, man.
Yeah.
You got it. It's that simple. And now your organization, you guys are driving revenue and volume through the roof. So my thing is, we're gonna take. Did that picture come through at all yet?
No, it hasn't. But I mean, you could just hold it up and let me see. Yeah, just hold it up on the screen, and I'll take a look at it like that.
Okay. Well, no, not because no, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if not, I can.
Yeah,
I can send it to you. You gonna get it. It's I don't see how it didn't come through your phone.
I don't know. I don't know why it hadn't, but man, you can email that to me in a PDF. You know. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're gonna have this. So
no, I'm good.
all we need to do now is put the body together, and we need to do these projections. So in terms of the projections, do you have that written down to let them know that our first goal is going to be 5,000 customers.
Yes.
Right. Making one $5 purchase with $1.40 commission.
Right.
Coming back to the organization, that puts us at 7,000 on May 28th.
Correct.
Our ultimate goal is to have those same 5,000 at least purchase the bulk or the 4-pack,
right,
which is each one of our products: panty liners, day pads, night pads, overnight, the whole 9 yards, and that will put us at 28,000.
Correct.
On that particular day.
On that day, yes.
That's the way we're gonna put the number proposal together for them, so they can see that, and then allowing them to know, guys, we want to keep this marketing going in terms of just the website, not even the Now We Know campaign. We're not trying to get you supporters, support us to support you guys. And now we're going to make this a monthly effort, because our goal is to keep those people engaged who use the products to continue to use them every single, and that support automatically comes back into the organization. So to sum everything up, we have the possibility, let me do this real quick, mathematically, because people like to see numbers. I know something about people. When they're able to see these numbers, they love it. So if you do 28,000 times 12, we have the ability to bring in 336,000,
yep,
and a minimum of 84,000,
right,
maximum 336,000 in the next 12 months off of a $35 investment. Man of the year is yours, Doc. Y'all have y'all banking this year. You're gonna be sitting at the front table because it's a done deal. But that's what we need to do, man. So that's the title of it. That's our projection side. And then now all we need to do is add to this messaging what I just gave you in terms of this. And that's it, man. Basically, almost one more little paragraph to add to this for the 2 paragraphs that we have. That's it. It's a game changer. It's over.
Excellent. And then, obviously, we just created a model for doing the same thing in all the organizations that everybody on this, that came to the call tonight. Everybody knows someone that has an organization of some kind. So we create that model. But then what's even more beautiful for what we're getting ready to do with this one organization is there's so many different meshing gears in the networks that this organization has, that the expansion of this can just continue and continue and continue. So, amen.
Yes.
Amen.
That's exactly what happened. And who better and to bring us to him than the economic director? You mean
exactly.
the organization economically,
right?
And to be able to have that. So
and then Brother Damon, another thing that this does for all of us, as I was sharing with you before we even got the call started, for any nonprofit organization of any kind, no matter who the leaders are, no matter what backgrounds or communities that they're working from, an economic development platform inside of a nonprofit organization is really the way to go now, because philanthropic dollars, sometimes federal dollars, depending on what the political climate is, those wells can dry up very quickly for any nonprofit organization, not just the one in our community. They can dry up for anybody. Okay, but that in our community, when we say we're broke, we got like $50 left. In other communities, when they say they're broke, they got like $50,000 left. Okay. So what we've got to start doing for our community is creating these revenue streams and these economic development initiatives that normally ring the cash register for municipalities. When we transition those concepts into the nonprofits in our communities, now we have a generating engine that puts us that puts any of our people in the powerful position. See, when I can walk over to any other community and partner with me instead of fund me 100%, that's a different posture. You see what I'm saying? See, when I say come alongside me, now that individual is saying, if I don't do, what if I don't partner with them? They're going to move on anyway and mess around and partner with someone else. And now I'm sitting on the sideline. When we come to them and we need 100% funding from them, now they can say, well, if I don't do it, then they just, until somebody does come along and give them a nickel. So creating is the type of model that prayerfully we'll all take to all the different places we know our people need these resources, and all of us get to be the man or the man of the year. Now I know I have some sisters that are watching this. Sister, you out there making it happen. So thank you, because the organization that I'm representing, there are many women in this organization that have been the backbone of their home, their community, their church, and all of that. So we understand that sisters kind of have a tradition of doing that. So thank you. But us brothers, we're here now. And for all the women that have said, there ain't no good brothers in the world. Yes, it is. We sitting right here. So I am so appreciative, Demond, that we had this comment. What time did we talk today? 4:30 or 5 my time? I'm Central Standard Time. And
we talked about 6:30 today, man, and all of this evolved since then.
All of this evolved. So amen. That's we're moving like we're supposed to be moving. This is what our ancestors did all the work and laid the groundwork for us to be able to harvest like this. So thank all of you. I appreciate it.
Well, hey man, like I said, we're gonna clean this up. So my thing to you would be, let's one last email, and I just shot you my email address. Okay. On your, that came through, and if it has, it did. Okay, well that's my email for you to respond. And I'm gonna put the body of everything together for you. We'll put the projections together. In reference to the graph, so that way when you go, listen on term, because what I know about people never have a problem partnering with you. You never have a problem getting money from people. It's your vision, man. It's just when you can show people where something is going, and then most people they don't get that part. Just like even you, Mr. Scott. Let's just be honest about it. Let's be honest. Man, you're a busy man, and I know you do your thing and all of that. And you're very precise on who you talk to. You don't have time to be on the phone if a person just can't show you where something is going. You wouldn't even went this far. You wouldn't have took time out of your schedule after the meetings and the business endeavors you had to take on the day. And it's 10:30 your time, 11:30 my time, and you're going to get on the phone if our first initial vision driven. You got to know where it's going.
Exactly.
But that's my point. See, you weren't being sold on anything. The vision was like, man, I like that. So that way now, my vision was to put you in a position when you go and represent before your board of directors for your organization, and you talk to the decision heads, that the deal is done in reference to the chapters that need to be represented and everything that takes place. My point is, this is what I wanted to see.
Right.
I wanted to see that you have a business that's big, running after your family, friends, and I keep saying this, and I keep trying to get you guys to buy into this. And I'm not saying, you stop that in, but I'm trying to show you there's a bigger world out here. Yeah. And there's opportunities for your business. And when you treat it like a business, I don't see you got number one, walk away. The only thing this thing doesn't work for you is if you're just not doing anything. You're not putting any muscle to it to where you want something for nothing. And those type of individuals, we don't expect you to win anyway. So brother, once again, I thank you for taking time out of your schedule. And I told you, man, probably in about 30 minutes or so, get this thing wrapped up to where we can move it forward, and you got it, and you see the
excellent.
So I appreciate.
Okay, well, so when do you and I need to reconnect so I can go ahead and make sure I had a time blocked out, and we start moving everything forward?
Well, here's the deal. Let me say this to you. You and I, we gonna talk again tomorrow. But here's what you don't know. I'm about to finish up everything that you need tonight from me.
Okay.
So you gonna have. I mean, you can go to bed. You can do whatever because I won't be going to sleep until I finish taking care of your business and have everything done. So all we'll be doing tomorrow when we're talking is cleaning up and polishing and fixing and making it look pretty. But the body of it, 90% of it will be done before you get up tomorrow morning. Everything will be finished because now once I end this, I'm going to sit up and I'm going to take care and just stay in the lab, clean this up, get the messaging together for the organization because I don't want the organization to have to do nothing but push a button. And on May 28th, see what's going on. And the goal is going to be as well to get a few of your people to come on out May 23rd, whoever we can get to come to Atlanta for that 1 year anniversary, see the celebration. And once again, to see really where the vision is going, because once they come out on that 23rd, it's really going to be a game changer in terms of the vision on what we're going to do and where the company is headed. So that's where we at tonight, man. So the ball in my court now to get this.
Yeah, good deal. And once we get offline and to the only reason. Well, let me back up. Once we get offline, Damon, there's going to be a couple other things I'm going to share with you that you're going to see some more dots connecting. And the only reason I won't share it right this minute with the entire group is that I just want to maintain the integrity of information with the organization right now. Like I said, based on what we've already talked about, amen on that. And then there's going to be just a couple of more connecting dots that really are gonna excite everyone when we're able to share it with the entire group. So just letting you know, some more good information is coming after Damon and I, clean it up. And once I get with the president and CEO, and then we come back together, then we're gonna have an exciting time. Yes, sir.
It's a done deal, man.
All right.
Thank you for your time, and for everybody else, I appreciate you guys looking in live on just getting in this think tank and seeing us put this together. And you watching volume happen, and you're gonna see some organization by default. They're gonna rank advance. That's great because the customers. But I'm just trying to see, and I want to just say this as well. You never let go. And let me show you why I say you never let go. And I'm gonna say this before I let Mr. Scott go and get to his lovely wife. Guys, if you're gonna quit something, if you don't ever listen to ever say it in my life to you, if you're going to quit, you quit before you get started. And you may say, Damon, make this make sense to me. This is what I mean. You should have quit on day one. Don't ever put seeds in the ground and then you let go, because the harvest will go to somebody else. Well, why are you telling us that, Damon? Let me tell you why. Because the young lady that I knew that was a connector for myself and Mr. Scott, she's no longer involved. So now this man comes along, sees the vision, been watching, seeing where we going, we make the connection, and now, guys, something special is about to happen. My point I'm making is, guys, always remember, man, if anything you do in life, don't put no seed in the ground and let go, because the harvest is coming. It's the law, man. The law of seed time. You can't fight it. You can't get it. And I'm smart about that. That's why I'm careful for what I do and what I don't do in terms of business. The reason why I'm so careful is because always make sure that if I'm not willing to go all in with something, I don't do it, because I know if I put any type of seed in the ground and somebody is coming to collect my harvest, and I want to always get what's mine. And be able to like that. And I wanted you guys just to be conscious of that. So, Mr. Scott, once again, brother, I got work to do tonight. I'll have that to you. I'm going to wait for you to respond back to that email address, and I'm going to get in the lab, and you'll have some things to look at when you wake up on tomorrow morning.
Thank you all, and I appreciate it. Love y'all.